There are three kinds of forward bends that we're going to go over today. The first kind is a straightening spine forward bend. You can go into that right now. It's called reverse prayer forward bend. Ashley's going to show us how to do this. Press your palms together, lift your chest up, inhale, opening, and on the exhale, as she hinges forward, she's going to keep pressing her palms together and widening her collarbones to keep her spine nice and straight. She's steering her right hip back and up, sternum forward and up as you breathe long and deeply, and she's going to hinge forward as far as she can, gazing at a point that's consistent with a nice straight spine, right? Breathing long and deeply, steering this right hip back, sternum forward and up, palms pressing together, maybe even bringing these wrists up, palms a little higher. I'm sure her wrists are burning right now. As you breathe long and deep, and the back of her right leg, her butt, her hamstring is opening, sternum coming forward. And this is the first kind of forward bend because you can see her spine is trying to straighten as much as possible. Now, on the next exhale, lower your hands down, Ashley, and round your spine into a ball. And so she's going to drop her fingertips down, tuck her chin right into her collarbone, and round her spine up as much as she possibly can. And as she does this, you're going to see she's looking up at her chest and pressing her forehead into her knee. She's pressing the ball of her right foot down and forward and steering her right hip back and up. As she breathes long and deep, just take a look at Ashley's spine and you can see it's more rounded, right? As she's lifting up the middle part of her spine and pressing her fingertips down and forward while steering her right hip back and up. This happens while practicing very long rhythms of breath, opening and breathing. Now, the next posture that she's going to demonstrate is called revolved triangle. Okay, and she's going to step out a little wider, Ashley, right? Good. And place those left fingertips down like little tent poles. And on the inhale, she's going to lift her right arm up as she breathes long and deeply, creating length in the spine and some rotation, right? As she breathes long and deep. So you can see this spine, again, she's straightening it, right? As she was doing in the first posture, but she's also twisting it. And she's using the lower hand to create length, but also the traction of those fingers to help her twist while she's working to keep these hips square with these long rhythms of breath. These are the three fundamental kinds of forward bends. And now as you look down, Ashley, you can bring your body back up and come back to a standing position, right? As you breathe long and deep, a little bend in those knees, widen your collarbones, and keep practicing breathing up that spine. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to show you these postures again from the other side. So step forward, Ashley. Good. And a little wider with that heel base. Great. Inhale. Bring your hands behind your back in reverse prayer. Now, if you happen to be stiff in your wrists and you need to modify because your shoulders are stiff, your wrists are stiff, you can still do this posture. And I'm going to show you how. So one way to modify it is to press these palms together pointing down because pointing them up is a little bit more challenging on the wrist.